Sometimes you just gotta do it. Hello. Greetings. It is I, Love Energy Videos. I know you weren't expecting that twist. Don't blame you. I've been out of this realm of reality for time. A manageable, quantifiable amount of time. Days, hours, seconds, minutes, eons. Googleplex. 2. I've been gone for much. And as always, I say little. I have had a big ol' week. A lot of it was fun. Some of it wasn't. I did think about streaming some of it. Posted 1 or 2 pictures. But Nah. But at the end of it, I feel like I done good, son. I done good. It was one of those weeks where you know, once you find out what's coming, you kind of just you have a freak out for a bit, and then you rationalize it. It's like the 7 stages of grief. But instead of the 7 stages of grief, it's the 7 stages of like stimming. Which is both grief and rage. But I thought, I'm sick of gaming. I'm not in the mood of watching anything like a show or whatever. So why don't I give you guys a show instead? There in the chat is the call it music, but it's more of a vibration in the soul. What you're hearing is the Starships Never Pass by Spiritual Brother Sci-Fi. Dark ambient, Silent Hill chill out. Really nice artwork, but these days I gotta wonder, AI, you know, still, it suits my needs. My needs is establishing shot. Podcast on tomorrow with Mickey, as planned. And then I think we will get into... I think we'll get back to Resident Evil. I'll reinstall that after this. Also, we have Chesh coming in on the Wednesday. So that should be a laugh. And next week, I'm picking up a game I said I'd pick up a while back. And we'll stream here. That should be a good old laugh. Might be a glug glug stream, might not be. It's all in the future. Boy, I tell you what, I'm that moment of emotionally drained that any introvert has. I'm sure extroverts get it too, but I just really could do with not being awake for, I don't know, 5 days. But it is nice getting back into my routine. Speaking of, how about we start by watching something proactive? This is Amasfar, which I've shown off his channel before, and it's just Forest Trail Bicycle Ride. Have it muted. We're all here for that nuanced nuance, you know? Well, I am, anyway. Anyway. I'm not going to explain what happened other than to simply say family. Look at the difference in my green screen. Move an inch or two and suddenly, ooh. Yeah, can't even show my hands on screen without it going all wonky. So, as I was saying, I absolutely had a lovely time for a lot of it. I got a Snuggie. Way too warm for Snuggie right now. Way too warm. Tried to wear the damn thing, just an absolute disaster. But I did also go around to Sligo and the like. I'm looking forward to getting back out there again. And big shout out to Commissar Feelgood, whose birthday it is today. I'd say shame we didn't time it just right, but the thing is, she's probably got her own plans. Oh, speaking of, I should have the hotel paid off next week. So tonight we're just gonna look at videos that I won't be showing tomorrow because they're either too old, too long, or just not a good vibe. Don't know how many, or even if it'll be watchable after the fact. Probably not. Who cares? What happens there? Ooh. Ooh, I'm so red. Don't lie, most of my days consisted of doing some light exercise, eating rice and tuna, and modding the shit out of Crusader Kings 3 until it barely works. I still don't have all the mods I want. I still have to go and get my own bike. I should do it before the end of the summer. I might be going on a trip for the end of the summer though, so priorities. And again, I might film some of that. I've been saying might for a long time for my plans, so, and even if I do them, I seldom actually give it. I tried to do it in Sligo. Tried to give you guys a live stream, and it just didn't work. The Wi-Fi at the place was too busy. What about with a guy who worked on Vikings? That was pretty good. That had a huge beard. Reminded me of my beard. Never could make mine look pretty enough. What I want at the end of the day, right now, is for temperature to drop just as much so I don't feel so stuffy. Well, it's not even temperature, is it? It's the humidity. And I want a ice mocha. That's what I want. I would like, I don't need it, but I do want it. An ice mocha. A little swirl of maybe walnut put into it, or hazelnut. Don't know when it started, but I became bougie towards my coffee. You know, if I tried to make a video like this, I'd fuck up the camera. I mean, it's probably just a tripod, like the one I'm using now. It's a perfectly fine tripod. As he's cycling, he's probably just got his thing on the ground there. Alright. How about we get into it? How about we get the funk into it? And we watch something that isn't so enthralling and chill. Reminds me a lot around River Valley. Back in Swords. I used to cycle up there a lot. Way more hills where I am. Was. He's got more space to move around. It's Americans for you. Anyway. I'll leave this open to watch. We got a lot of random stuff to go through. Let's start with this. What the heck? Ooh, it's a fire hazard video. Off to a good start.
On today's episode of Don't Do That Home Inspections, and this is a big one. So inside the electrical panel, this is our sub-panel switch. And if you look closely at these wires, look at all those cut strands on there.
Oh,
Because
shit.
they cut those strands to fit into this breaker, that's going to interrupt the current carrying capacity. That can cause overheating, that can cause arcing. That is a fire hazard and should never have been done like that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I think I did something like that once when I was trying to DIY something. And I was like, oh, it doesn't need all the wires in, does it? Didn't start a fire and it just blew out immediately. So I guess it did need all the wires. Because I watched this guy, Inspector Fletch, so many times. I'm getting so many other version things. Oh, here we are. Let's go straight into food because I'm a fat fuck. I had some really nice. I happened, by the way, blue cheese at that cheese place I went to. I went back there. I had a really tangy buffalo wing sauce. They paired it with that. Won't lie, tasted good. My fan of blue cheese, I'm okay with.
The only thing better than cheese is smoked cheese.
True.
But which smoked cheese is the best? To find out, I smoked brie, Gouda, and cheddar to see which one was the tastiest. These three cheeses are super different because brie is a young cheese with a natural rind. This Gouda is super aged with a wax rind, and the cheddar I used was a medium-aged cheese with no rind at all. I cold smoked all of these for 4 hours at this temp, And to my surprise, the cheddar absorbed the most smoky flavor all the way to the center of the cheese.
Nice.
Honestly, it was a little too smoky. Well, maybe I'll just do 2 hours next time.
I don't know. Could work. I mean, I'm probably going to get some Parmesan balls or whatever the hell those circular things were at the cheese place. And she said they're very smoky. Apparently, you don't need much of anything with them. You can just have them as is.
I'd never even seen smoked brie before, so
have.
I really didn't know how this one would turn out. And to be honest, the smoked didn't really penetrate beyond the natural rind, but that just gave the whole cheese this really interesting contrast that I'd never tasted before. It was super interesting in a good way. And the smoked Gouda was just, well, perfect. The only thing better than cheese...
Hey, don't just wrap up the end. I know you're at a... You could have edited that a little smaller. I mean, I get it that you're just saying, oh, it's fantastic. Just explain something very briefly about it, you know? Hell, it's also Gouda. You didn't make a single pun? Boo. Boo, I say. Let me see. Aha. These shoes are in superior indeed. They better be, because I'm clicking on you. That superior, was it?
What's it say?
Ah!
Converse made these?
Oh, them not Converses, them Confederates. Yeah, you got some hateful 8s in your hand, bro. Some oppression 7s. Them Ku Klux kicks. I didn't even know those was in stock yet. I'm just surprised that the white powers come in black.
Oh, again, he didn't make a single Uncle Ruckus joke. Come on. It was right there. All right, I gotta find out. 420 band dance scene.
Come on over here, dude.
I would have shown this tomorrow, but this works just as well now.
Dude, here you go, buddy. Check that out, man.
Oh, this award is awesome, and I know Ed will love it, and I love the 420 Awards. Thank you so much. Yay!
Thank you, Doobie-Doo. Okay, thank you, Jade. Good act, my friend, good act. And guys, I tell you what, it is time for a very, very special treat. Yes, it is.
At one point, he could fit into that jacket, and now he can only fit the one thing in. I'm thinking if he does this next year without losing weight or changing his wardrobe, he will have that undone. I don't think I'm gonna remember, but I'm gonna try to remember.
So happy to announce this next act because we have the 420 Band. Come on out here, guys. Yay! It's Blunt Boy, Lady Leaf, and Doobie-Doo singing their new song.
Yo, 420 Awards rocks. Shake, shake, shake. Shake those leaves.
Blunt Boy's voice reminds me of somebody. Oh, who is it? They're a YouTuber.
There's an award show that I love to watch. It's the coolest award show, and it really rocks.
Neat.
It's called 420 Award Show, and I love the name. This show makes me feel good, and I love that a lot.
The 420 Awards is an exciting show. It makes me super happy, and I
love how I feel how happy. Not like Zizek there. The 420 band. The 420 band scene is the best.
love it so. The 420 Awards enriches my soul. It makes me boogie, and it rocks and rolls.
I love to party, and my parties are always hot. I love to have fun, and I have fun every night. 420 Awards is awesome. I watch it every year. It's a badass award show, and 420 Awards rocks.
All right. I think Blunt Boy's voice reminds me of Malcolm from Channel Awesome. And I think I watched this on stream with you guys when I was shit-faced. Because no one's in the chat. I don't know if I did. Fuck. That's gonna cause problems. Why do I have all these shorts? One video. No. No. Yeah, I think this is a cop. Yeah. Man challenges cop, instantly regrets it. Yes! Now, I don't know who XQ Reacts is, but real question is, does he engage with the chat? I hope not. I hope he just watches it the whole time like this. Because then I can steal off him. You know?
Come on, motherfucker. Okay, you think I can't do it?
Alright. Alright, we'll watch him first. See if
Don't
he
give a-
talks too much.
Let's take a walk.
Do I look scared?
Take a walk.
Do I look scared?
Stop.
Tell me!
Stop.
He sounds like if Cyrax got his shit faced as Trumpster Bob does.
Yeah. Ground!
Get on the ground. Do it now. Get on the ground.
What's that?
It's a bull rat.
Gay as
I love how even she's like, yeah, it's a bowler rap. They don't work. Oh, I was watching experts react to firearms, or like, and they were talking about bowler raps. That was today, dude. What the fuck?
On February 1st, 2025, in Loveland, Colorado, police respond after they receive a 911 call about an irate man attempting to vandalize a local library. But what begins as a call for a public disturbance quickly spirals into something far more violent.
Wait, XQ Reacts has only 4 subs? Damn, bottom feeders feeding on bottom feeders.
Let go of him. Stop.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before. Officers from the Loveland Police Department arrive at the Loveland Public Library just in time to see 44-year-old.
And he's got a Trumpster Bob beard. But it's a little less. It's more like Ego from the Guardians films.
Joshua Campbell attempting to assault a man in the parking lot.
Hey, it's a police department. Stop.
Stop. Jesus.
Let go of him. Stop.
Naughty. Bold.
Stop.
Bad junkie.
Stop.
Or perhaps you're not a junkie.
It's a police department. Stop it. What's going on? Stop.
You see how low my pants are? I do not give a fuck today.
Let's take a walk. Let's take a walk.
Do I look scared?
Take a walk.
You look overcompensating.
Stop. Come take a walk.
I need a sandwich. Jesus, I got some extra blubber if you need it here.
Like that.
Stop.
Come
What's the
on.
shirt say?
Come on.
Join the dark side. The man's a Sith. Oh, he couldn't pass the training in Korriban. They just left him out in the wilds to go crazy.
Go to your car, please.
Yes, that was a
Stop.
KOTOR
Me and my
reference.
pops will drop bombs
Stop.
on your stupid.
Stop it.
Come on. You are. Like I'm scared.
Stop.
I like his shirt within a shirt
Lucky
though.
bye.
Stop, or you're gonna get tased. Stop, or you're gonna get tased.
That's it. This is the
Point at
first time.
taser point.
This is my
Stop
first
it.
time.
Lucky little.
He's
With
too
Joshua
fucked
refusing
up
to stand
feel
down,
this.
backup arrives, armed with a bolo wrap. a device that launches a high-speed Kevlar cord designed to entangle a suspect's limbs before things spiral out of control.
Do it now. Get on the ground. Get on.
Bolo wraps just don't work. Like, I'm sure there are situations that it's like a trank gun. In reality, there are trank guns, but you need to know the range and how thick the animal's skin is, and also how much you need to knock someone out. Because one size can't fit all, because either it'll do nothing or it will kill them. Defeats the purpose.
On the ground.
Okay.
Come on, Bolo. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Do it now. Get on the ground.
I was trying to give you a belt, god damn it.
It's a bull rat.
I'm trying to keep. Nah, it'll be gone by then.
Can you move back here? Get on the ground. Do it now.
Oh, look there. It is wrap around them. Well, I suppose she was trying to give him a belt. Also, considering the last time we watched someone like this, they were so high on meth that they were shitting on top of a fire truck. No, we should be grateful he's wearing, like, leggings underneath his jeans.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Hands out to your side.
Officers move in and secure him in handcuffs just as more backup arrives. They begin escorting him to a patrol vehicle, but the sense of relief is short-lived because Joshua isn't finished yet.
Separate your feet.
Joshua.
Stop.
Stop.
Well, don't tease me.
Stop.
I'll show you a good time right now. I don't give a. What are you gonna do? You gonna do?
Can you shut that off?
You ain't got. You ain't got. Oh.
Geology batch? Got a call halfway through from, like, the mineralogy department of the local police department or some shit like that.
You ain't got a.
I'm just gonna hit
You ain't got a.
Stop!
Multiple officers struggle to keep him under control as they search him and remove the bolo wrap from his legs. But Joshua's outbursts are far from over.
Why do you need to remove him from the bolo with the bolo wrap? It's not doing anything, but he's so high it thinks it is. Oh no, you captured me in a web. No one correct him. You. I agree, you.
You won't do now. You. Lovely. 3, 4 cars.
You love
Oh,
the
you bunch of. Y'all don't give a. You.
Careful.
Lock me up. I don't even give a. Yo, mama. Yo, girls. Yo, go.
You know,
Joshua continues to
he's
flail his head
angry.
around, and officers later report that he hit his head on the side of the patrol car at one point. So a soft restraint helmet was requested to prevent him from harming.
Wait, how has this guy in the corner got worse sound for his chair than I do? See? It's called noise gate. Noise gate. And you can have the pop filter too. It stops from happening 420 awards.
Himself further.
You guys are the biggest bunch of I've ever. Woo!
He sounds like he's just having a great old time.
Oh, God, look at you! Oh my God! What else, girl? Oh, I don't know. Well, you're nasty.
Get your feet in.
You too.
Get your feet in the.
I agree. Fuck you over and over again. I respect QX here not speaking, but I gotta give him advice. If he's gonna build his own channel, he has to start engaging. Like, why doesn't he make this into a live stream like I'm doing? I've noticed this. A lot of guys stream and they don't talk at all. It's fucking weird. I mean, I get it. I gibber. I'm the reverse problem. But at least I'm contributing. I'm definitely altering I'm definitely altering the material. No matter what, Noah can turn around and say, "You just stole a whole cloth and uploaded it." Oh, I didn't. Now, if I did this the whole stream, then I would. That does remind me of something, though. Kind of a big deal. Pardon me a moment. I have to go and look at this stream. I don't know why, but a part of me is terrified that I didn't set it to public. It's right there, public, yeah. Kind of weird if that was the case, considering like 7 people fucking saw it so far. Keep it up, kids. We might get, at the end of it, double figures. But it'll be nice.
Oh my god! Oh my god! First day! We gave you! I think it'll be fine.
With Joshua finally secured, he's transported to the Larimer County Jail. Officers then shift their focus to Enrique Papalardo, the man who had just been under attack.
Are you okay?
I just didn't.
It's 98. Fuck. Oh no, I've been through a time warp.
Have these attacks, so I couldn't breathe very well. He grabbed me here and dropped me to the ground, but I have no pain. Right, the security guard was not here when he was.
Right now, it's well, it's only 16 here, but it keeps saying rain's gonna kick in pretty soon. Humidity is all in. No wonder. Humidity is 88%. It was up in the 20s earlier. I know, America. Oh, actually, the rest of the world could make fun. But we don't live in buildings that actively support this heat. It punishes us for having heat. These were built under the assumption that it was always going to rain. But even when it rains, it's still humid here because there's no fucking wind from the ocean. And there's no goddamn... we don't have AC in this country. Why would we? We're going to have to? Anyway, I hope you're doing okay there. Jay?
Was already here. He brought some books there and started kicking the door and hitting it. So that's when he started taking his pants off and stuff like that. But when the security guard... he threw her to the ground, and that's when I started yelling at him from over here, to leave her alone, and he came after me.
Fortunately, officers arrived before things spiraled even further out of control. Their next priority, checking on Christine Donkus, the security guard Enrique saw assault.
Thank you for finally saying something.
Moments earlier.
Mind if I get an ambulance because I hit my head?
If you can't speak English, then how do you know what the fuck is going on? If you can speak English, engage.
Yeah, hit my
I've been shut the fuck up this whole time.
So he was just out here, and you walked by.
This kid's job for us.
Like over here and stuff, and I saw him running over here, and that's why I got 911. And they pushed me down, and basically got him cussing and stuff.
Did you tell him like you have to leave or anything like that? You didn't talk to him? He just...
I just told him, please stop, please get away, and he just got in my face and just going berserk with the other guy and with me too. So.
Christine is checked out by paramedics and found to have no serious injuries. but she informs officers that she feels traumatized and doesn't believe she can finish her shift. Seeking
It's fair. You see a schizo junkie and
clarity on how the incident started, they turn to a nearby witness, Timothy Adams, who had called 911.
Witness?
Kind of standing in the reeds.
Okay.
Doing, and he was obviously drunk, Chloe, and it wasn't with him. He was starting to get angry. And I think maybe he wanted to return the book. He had a book with him. And obviously they closed the library, and he was yelling at somebody.
Wait, this guy lost his shit because he couldn't return a book? Alright. Here, we'll go from this guy to, I'll see that karate one, because that karate one looked fucking hilarious. But let's see what he gets. Something tells me he's just gonna get, like, therapy and, like, a rehab thing.
Interesting.
Joshua Campbell was charged with 7 offenses, including third-degree.
What was that?
I'm just gonna mute you there. Third-degree assault, crimes against risk adult, simple assault, disorderly conduct, fight with another in public place, criminal mischief under 300, obstructing peace officer, firefighter, EMT, resisting arrest. Oh, he's got a warranted arrest. Ooh, former traffic stuff. Keeps on going. No sentencing information. All right.
Come on, motherfucker.
Here, here's from the source. EW body cam. If you see the wolf bouncing across the screen, then you know you're in for a bad time. Well, the people involved are in for bad times. We get content out of it. I get to kill some time in an easy and pretty lowbrow way of passing time. That's both educational and lets me feel a little better about myself. I don't know. It fights climate change.
I know. Don't want to do this. Black belt in judo.
When he went to work early on the morning of May 9th, 2023, Officer Christopher Rains of the Port Orange Police Department had no idea that he would end up in a fight for his life against a master martial artist. This encounter that you're about
Okay, Jared, calm the fuck down.
to witness is one of the craziest we've ever seen.
That's what we could
Most
watch
of the
after
following
this.
footage has
We'll go and watch some Egghead uploaded a video about Jared. Who'd have thunk it? Can I move the mic just a little bit closer? If I move it any further closer, it's going to fall under its own weight. See, by the time it does this, it's too far. Although it's perfect size. I like it as close to me as possible. Without me having to go all the way over here.
has never been seen before. As a routine morning drifted into afternoon, things took a bizarre turn. Port Orange Dispatch received a call in reference to a disturbed man loitering at the Puff and Stuff Smoke Shop at 4020
Puff and
Nova
Stuff
Road
Smoke
in
Shop.
Port Orange,
Nice.
Florida.
So I have this gentleman that has been coming in and out of my shop, making me very uncomfortable and making
cool.
other people uncomfortable.
Not cool.
And he is like not leaving the plaza, and I kind of want to get him removed away from the plaza because I'm here by myself and I don't feel comfortable.
Officer Rains responds to the scene. Before he can enter the store, however, a man attempts to grab his attention.
Officer!
Officer!
I'll be with you in a second.
Brushing him aside for now, the officer learns more about his absolutely bizarre behavior.
I called about him causing a disturbance, and he's come in here quite a few times already. And has bothered me and customers. It makes me very uncomfortable. And he likes to grab things and try and come behind the counter. So, kind of want him trespassed. Like, he just keeps coming in and out. And he likes to touch things. And I've rung him up a couple times. And he's only bought drinks from me. But he's had me ring him up for like almost $1,000 worth of product.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it's the guy out there. He's like a taller, older white guy. Is that him?
Yeah. And
Okay.
he's like talking to himself. talking to other people when they come in here and they're uncomfortable as well.
Armed with this information, the officer
Well, sorry for a guy having his own pastimes and hobbies.
confronts the man, later identified as 69-year-old William Boozy.
Okay, first of all, his name is Boozy, so that's a good start for a guy causing problems. Second of all, he's nearly 70?
Yeah, officer. I hate to ask this, and it's not
He's dressed like I do. Again, respect.
your fault. I was arrested about 8 months ago.
Try to see how good his chin situation is.
Back up for me a little bit.
Oh, okay. I was arrested 8 months ago, and I spent 18 months in prison.
Part of this could be true.
Okay. Wait, does he always have a fucking... He has a shirt that just has a picture of a wolf on it, and underneath is the meme font says the word die. I think somebody is giving a bit of a strong bagel boss energy. Only he's not a short king. He doesn't seem to be much of any king. And while he has a chin, he has those baby-faced cheeks that, ironically enough, usually attach to people who are kind of kind and friendly. Please tell me he's a youth pastor. I hope he is. I hope he's a youth pastor. That'd be great.
Mr. Boozy has been tried 10 times for various crimes from 2020 to 2023.
Jesus, the courts moved fast with him. In 10 court cases in 3 years? He must have just slept in his court clothes to save time.
Which was not fun. I'm so glad to be out. But anyways, I'm suing the Volusia County Sheriff. I'm suing. This is all with my lawyer. It's currently underway.
What's your question? Just get to that.
If I sue the Port Orange Police Department and they give me $250,000, that's tax-free, right?
I have no
He's
idea.
already spending it in his head. Oh, that's a very American thing. You guys will just start making giant fucking plans for money you don't have. After I get $7 million from the lottery that I'm sure to win, after my crypto scheme wins out, even though I've just put the money down that I should have put towards my insulin, you know, it's a very American thing.
Okay, I'll have to talk to my accountant about that.
Okay.
Ubu has been unable to confirm whether Mr. Boozy has an accountant or a pending lawsuit. After this strange introduction, the officer returns to the matter at hand. That's when this encounter turns from bizarre to absolutely surreal.
I'm here because the employee in the smoke shop right here behind me says that you've been coming in and out and bothering her and the customers.
No. When she told me to be quiet and leave. And I said,
okay, well, she says you've been in and out multiple times and you won't leave the place alone. So, hang on, let me talk.
Okay.
Let me talk. It's not a debate or a negotiation, okay?
No.
You are now trespassed from the store, which means you cannot go in there anymore. Do you understand that?
All right, then she'll have to set my stuff outside then.
What stuff?
I have $2,000 worth of merchandise that she's holding.
No, she said that she rung a bunch of stuff up for you and you never bought it. Okay.
Go ask her, you mother.
Yay! He could have, look, he's trying to get $2,000 worth of shit for free. Not working out. He could have played the long game better for that. And being like, go in. I've got nowhere to go. I'll wait right here at this bench. I did nothing wrong. You know, you could have done that. It'd be unlikely you'll get the stuff. But, you know. Instead, it's straight away to the slurs.
Okay.
Come over here and I'll kick the fucking out of you. Come on, mother.
Okay.
You think I can't do it? I know.
Don't want to do
black
this.
belt in karate, a black belt in judo.
However, if you claim you have black belts in karate and judo, you probably don't.
You understand you're trespassing from the store, correct?
I'll take your goddamn gun and walkie-talkie.
Okay.
Okay, you do that, and that's like... That's like all the crimes.
And I'll drive off in your patrol car.
I play GTA. I know how this shit will go down. I'll get a star for sure, but I'll just hide under an overpass for a few minutes.
Okay, you understand your trespass from the store, correct?
Yes, I understand you, mother.
Okay.
Now get that out of my face.
I'm 12 feet away from you, not in your face at all. Okay.
Luckily, Officer Rains is uninjured by the flying projectile.
Which looks like a bit of...
Go ahead, arrest me. Arrest me.
Five Central Second Unit, Code 2.
Wait a minute.
No, put your hand behind your back.
Okay.
Put your hand behind your back.
Everybody is kung fu fighting.
Put your other hand behind your back right now. Put your other hand behind your back right now.
Okay.
Right now. Put your other hand behind your back.
Hey, God damn it. Jesus Christ.
Put your hand behind your back right now.
You don't have to be so rough.
Sit up.
Okay.
My sensei would be so angry at you right now. Martial arts is meant to be a force of peace.
Stand up. Come right here.
Those pizzas look generic as shit. I mean, you go in there. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. They're right by a smoke shop. So if they've got like a beer place nearby too, then you're set for an evening. My God, you get yourself a crate of something, maybe even a party keg. You get yourself a pizza and some sides, and you get yourself a couple of doobie situations. You go home and you pop on Netflix and you wonder why you didn't take that job up in Oregon with your dad when you had the chance. Then, you know, it's 2 a.m. and you call up your ex and she won't answer. You call her again another 6 more times. Your landlord slams the door saying that you're blasting The Witcher on an endless repeat, waking up the whole building. The police is called, and you know, you get a stern talking to in the morning, and you get a very nice stroll back to find out you've been evicted. Also, your cat was let out by accident. It's fine, but you don't know that. Sorry, I think I channeled someone's shitty evening.
Sci-Fi Central. Mail under arrest. Change contact assault battery.
Well, this is another lawsuit. I'm suing you for $1 million, $10 million, whatever.
$1 kajillion. It's in the Constitution.
Wait till my lawyer gets a hold of this. I'll be out in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Officer Rains shows immense bravery and dedication to duty by willingly going hands-on with Mr. Boozy, who claims to be well-trained in hand-to-hand combat.
Right now you're under arrest for battery on a law enforcement officer for throwing something at me.
Oh, piece of lunch.
Yeah, well, don't do it. Why would you throw something at me?
Because you pissed me off.
Well, there you go.
You're acting like a jerk.
And you're acting like a child. Of course, you were acting like a schizo earlier, so maybe it's a step up. Maybe there's hope for this one. I mean, he's about to get cavity searched, but, you know.
Sci-Fi Central.
Tells me that happened a few times in
I don't
prison.
need that.
You're lucky I didn't have my pocket knife with me. I'd stabbed your.
You look like you drop it and it land on your foot like what happened to Chandler in Friends. You're wearing wicker shoes?
Yeah, right now. You can write it all in the police report. I don't give a. The last thing I wanted to do is get arrested and go back to jail.
Then why?
Then you shouldn't have thrown someone at a police officer. You're an idiot for doing that.
Well, I'll never do it again. I guarantee
Some
you
tells me
that.
that's not true.
You know, I won't even spit at a police officer. I'll spit on the ground.
I'll spit on the ground. Yeah, he realizes he done
It
fucked
sure
up.
is.
The energized encounter continues as other officers arrive on the scene.
Are you a nice cop? Are you the nice cop? Is it nice cop, bad cop time? I've been through it 1,000,000 times. I know the routine.
Stand up straight.
All right, hold on. Jesus, quit jerking me around. I will go. You know, I'm
spread your feet.
I'm almost 70 years old, for Christ's sake, and I got arthritis. No, I know you.
But then how could you perform such high level kung fu stuff like kicking air and doing this with your arms? Could I kick air? I felt some movement. That's good enough.
You gotta arrest me, but Jesus Christ, can you take it a little bit easy?
You just listen. It's on our time, not your time.
I know that. I've been arrested like 7 or 8 times.
Then you should know better to not throw stuff at a police officer.
I know.
You should better just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Fridays every day.
Have a seat in the car.
All right. I'm gonna leave. I'm fucking
Sit
take.
down, kick your
Well,
shoes
all
off.
right.
Kick your shoes off.
All right. Give me a minute.
Kick your shoes
He
off.
looks like an actor that used to be on like Mystery Science. A little bit like Carradine. Like, yeah, a little bit like, was it John Carradine?
Jesus Christ, man, you're a...
Alright, looks like it's Pete here.
Keep your feet out.
Okay. You want me to take my pants off, too?
No, if I wanted to, I'd tell you.
All right.
Keep your feet out.
Okay.
Keep your...
No, we'll skip to him.
Bring your box of goodies. Some marijuana cookies, some baked beans, and a cake. Or a pie. What kind of pie is this? Cherry, peach, blueberry, preference?
Hey, was that backpack and those groceries, were those all yours over there on the bench?
Yes. If you could, can you pick it up for me, please, and put it in the backpack?
What? The groceries?
Yes.
No, they're going in the garbage.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
And you're going to take the bicycle to police property?
Where's the bicycle at?
Pardon?
What bicycle?
A blue bicycle. It's a blue Schwinn.
I don't see that anywhere.
It's a $200 bicycle. I just
Then you shouldn't have been cycling or it's stoned off your head.
bought it.
Where's it at?
It's right in front of the pizza shop.
No, there's no bike over there.
Well, somebody stole it already. I'll be suing
There
you for
wasn't
that, too.
there wasn't a bike when when the cop showed up. As far as I could tell, there was no bike whatsoever. Like, it's by the pizza shop. Let's see. I think this guy is like, he just thinks that if he lies, he can get away with shit because it happened back in like the 90s and 80s. There's too many cameras now for that sort of shit. Like, you can't just bullshit your way around stuff anymore. You have to be a rich bitch and create a tech company for that.
Take off from the state. That's a lot of
William A. Boozy was booked in the Volusia County Jail at 1:42 p.m. and charged with battery of a law enforcement officer.
Yep.
He was held without bond for over 2 months, but this was just the start of this adventure. While incarcerated, he continued to display erratic and violent behavior. On May 23rd, Boozy was cited by jail personnel. Inmate ripped clothing to shreds and made necklaces and bracelets. Inmate was counseled and directed not to destroy county clothing, in which he agreed for approximately 10 minutes before he did the same. Inmate's clothes were taken at this time. There were several more of these incidents before William Boozy...
Oh, you think if they zoom in close enough, the watermark will make him look like a cat girl?
was released from the Volusia County Jail on July 20th, 2023, and he would soon return. On September 22nd, 2023, William was again arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer. He wasn't granted bail, given his history of violent tendencies. He told a social worker shortly after his arrest, "Yeah, I want to kill the cop who arrested me. I'm going to chop his dick and balls off, chop his
I
head
like how dick is blurred, but balls aren't.
off, throw it down the river, rip the arms and legs off, as
He's
well
just
as,
mentally
I'm
ill.
an evil motherfucker. I'm going to dress like the devil and kill that cop. I'll cut his heart out and I might even eat it. I'll go live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok."
Yeah, I think he's just mentally ill. I think he's just there. He's. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's got to be put away, but it's almost tragic. It's also hilarious. Don't want any more police cam shit. Something funnier. Cornbread Manifesto or Malfeasor. Gothic Lords of the Rhythm. Hell yeah. I think these guys should have been in the new Baldur's Gate movie. Well, it was Dungeons and Dragons.
All throughout the town, right next there into a kick, this first and dreadful sound. What do you want? What can I make to make you stay away? In totem, I'm not leaving, son. You know I'm here to stay. I'll take your soul if you please.
They got the rhythm.
Do that! I'll take your soul if you
Just ends there. That's awesome. I think these guys need to go out into like a fucking studio if they haven't already. What? Thanks for making it about race. Oh, the Fortress Dwellers. I'm not going on Facebook. Still, the Fortress Dwellers. Neat. There's so many videos that are too vague. I'm actually just gonna close my eyes. Click. Oh god, it's right away. It's a police footage. No, deleted. Try again. Click. When KFC boosts sales by Oh.
I overheard some people at a KFC conference saying the product's
Balloon
not
God.
selling very well, so we're going to drop the price. And I said, well, before you do that, try putting the price up. And they said, well, why would that work? And I said, look, it probably won't work, but if it does work, it's a sight of a more valuable discovery than discovering that you can sell more by putting the price down. Weirdly, they put the price up and demand did go up. I've fluked out, to be absolutely honest. The explanation for that, I think, might be psychological, which is that people go to KFC for two reasons, a bargain or a treat. Part of it is, I want a hot lunch, but I don't want to break through the £5, £6, £7 barrier. But part of it is, it's my birthday, or what, your birthday.
Well, hold on. If it's your birthday, you're not going to KFC unless you're a fucking child. And if you're going as a child to a restaurant, it'd be something that would like video games and toys and such like that. You can't even say McDonald's anymore does that. I suppose if you're going for a hot lunch, if there's a KFC by where you work, you go in there, you get like one of their chicken wrap things, you get a soda, and you get some chips. So a meal, I don't know, 6, 7, right? Yeah, about that. And the chicken wrap's not going to be great. Chips are going to be fine. The soda's going to be whatever. It's probably going to be mostly ice. But for the record, popcorn chicken. Just get yourself 4 orders of popcorn chicken and 4 orders of fries. Go home. Turn the lights off. Put the tarp over your head. Pour it into a big bowl that you'd like stir a salad in. And just start eating it like a trough. And if you need some seasoning, your tears of shame will do it for you. Isn't it the case? Tons of people won't be watching as I'm actually spitting fire in terms of jokes today. Oh, sweet Jesus. I gotta tell you guys. I did something that was a long time coming. Someone said 10 years, another person said 6. And after I did it, I felt so fucking glad I did. To the point where I'm kind of now thinking, where's the catch? There's no catch. And I know I'm keeping it vague, but, you know, it's family. And you don't get to choose family. Oh, but I did it and it feels so good. I woke up the next morning and when I talked to the person, I'm like, good. Good. I really needed that. But it's still draining as shit to go through that much emotion. I don't deal with this sort of emotion anymore. I deal with rage, outrage on screen, right? I see, like, say, Trump talking about how immigrants are evil and all that. I see Elon talking about how white cis men are the really belittled people and trans people are like a sin or something. I see whatever. I see Putin and I see Netanyahu and I see all that bad stuff. That makes me angry. It's been a long while since I actually confronted genuine personal grievances face to face. I'll tell you that, I didn't overcome. I just don't want to have to do this again another 6 to 10 years. But what I will do for now, though, is tell you all, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the links in the doobly-doo. If you could help out with a donation, that would be a big help, because YouTube Premium's coming up pretty soon. And we're only about, I'd say, we have €12 there. I'd say we've about another, if someone could throw another 5. No, another 2. Yeah, another 2. And that's it. No one has to. And I'll cover it next time I'm up at the shop to put some money in. Oh, this month flew by. Isn't it also weird that even when you do really fun stuff, it drains you? Like, everyone has a battery. Oh, I am so exhausted. There's something. Oh yeah, we're gonna watch some Egghead. He likes making those those sort of argument ones. It's all even the people he's doing there is Jared. Oh yeah. Egghead. But hey, he got himself a Switch too. Wrong about gaming, crashes out yet again. Jared Genesis crashes out again. Jared Genesis was caught in a massive lie. Jared Genesis is 100% wrong about gaming. Queso. I like how honest Queso is about his weight. Doesn't change the fact he should lose some fucking weight. Egghead of all people should know it. No one really talks about it, but Egghead lost some weight. But beforehand, I want to show you something while I remember. While I fucking remember. See this? When the episode was when Milhouse became famous. And his parents started buying shit they couldn't afford, thinking they were going to have tons of money. I don't know why she's got a caveman bikini on, but okay. And she says, I can't hear you, son. I'm in a jacuzzi suit. Jacuzzi suits aren't real as far as I'm aware. It's super. Yeah, it's just like swimwear. Long sleeve shiny swimsuit. Okay. But what I wanted as a kid was like an actual one day we'd have a jacuzzi suit. We don't. But I don't want it to be a jacuzzi suit for heat. I'd love to get into this thing and it's ice cold water. And I'm just sitting here in a cold bath that I can walk to the fridge in. The only other alternative I can think of is having a very shallow pool that is the length and breadth of my whole apartment's hall and my bedroom. Then I'd never have to touch the floor. I could just hop off the... I did this in The Sims once. Hop out of bed into the pool. Then from the pool, swim into another room. When I was on holiday once, there was a bar that was half submerged in the pool. And you would sit along its edge. The actual pool itself was dry. The person behind it wasn't like swimming or anything. But you could just sit there half submerged and get shit-faced. I would declare a fatwa against an innocent third party if somebody asked me, would you do this for an actual jacuzzi suit right now? They'd have to produce it. I'd have to have a test run. And if you're wondering, yes, I have read the Quran. Actually, technically, it's not reading the Quran. It's Islamic law, where you can become a imam. Yeah, I want a jacuzzi suit. Now, as you can see, I briefly watched some of these. Let's go with the more popular one.
False DMCAs on every single person, and the moment when people would fight back against you,
tattoos and
you would dox them. And doxing, that's a crime. That goes against YouTube's TOS. And also, more importantly, it's a crime in the state of Texas, but you always believe yourself to be above the law, Jared.
No one convicts. Egged, you are also in the state of Texas. Just tell the authorities he doxed someone. There is proof. They will at least put his family to court. They'll see that he is like a dependent. And they'll charge his parents, who will then probably settle out of court. And they'll just throw his computer out a window and he'll never get one again. And that could be your gift to the internet. We have to move past the egghead of the bathtub era. This current egghead is a much more proactive person, but he hasn't done something like that. And I think I've always been harsh on him because too many people are too soft on him. Especially when he has little legged moments. I think he has it in him to get Jared off the internet. Are you gonna let Shabisky show you up? Gonna let Drunken Peasants show you up?
It's not our fault.
In your power.
That all we've done is respond to the fact that you have done horrific fucking shit.
True.
And do not deserve to be on this fucking platform, Jared. It is not our...
This platform sucks balls and has for a very long time. I do think he would do better on something like Mastodon or... Mastodon even around? Telegram. He probably was on it and was banned. If he can't survive in Elon's Twitter, he wouldn't survive anywhere else. I mean, we just saw there was a really cool ban. The first thing was a race response. Thanks, Elon. Why don't you give us another autistic wave? Last time, I'm autistic, and last time I waved like that, I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing because I was a skinhead. Ironically, I wasn't a skinhead. I had the skinhead tendencies, but I didn't have the skinhead look. Now I have the skinhead look, and I don't have the skinhead tendencies. Ooh. Ooh, hello, Mr. Commissar Feelgood gave me a very good shave. I suck at doing my own shave. I've got a shitty razor. I have to buy a new one of those. I have so many things I have to buy. More egghead.
Our fault for reporting it. It is not our fault for responding to it. It's actually, all this shit falls on you. All this bad stuff that's happening in your life is not the fault of me. It's not the fault of Ben. It's not the fault of Kid Wizard, Cousin Matt, or anyone else. It's the fault of you. And you alone. Also, I hate to break it to you with what you're saying. The saying is called reap what you sow. Not sow what you reaped what you sow. You stupid fucking internet. You stupid fucking idiot. I swear to God.
Oh, wow. Everyone is doing a discombobulation on the wording. Sorry, Magicus decided now's the perfect time. Can he not see I am talking to literally dozens people who will watch me retroactively. It has been a nightmare. This week has been a nightmare because I've been I had to have Nyan on for the first time, and we had it on an off day, so Krendar was very confused. I had my own personal shit with my family. Had my good stuff with Commissar Feelgood out in Sligo, and also an old friend might be joining me in a couple of weeks when she pins down an exact date when she's coming over. Might be going to Sligo then too, or Galway, or half a dozen other places. Be kind of nice if she made her decision.
Jesus Christ. Alright. That's not all. He has another crash out for us right here, right quick. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. This one's
also, Egged, you could have just reshot that scene. If you flubbed the line, you're an actual actor. Like, I do that. Jared doesn't because he's a pedophile and a retard. I think I can actually say both of those things with 100% clarity, and neither of them are slurs. They're statements of fact. In fact, I think he's proud of the first one. Yeah, he is a map, so technically. And because I'm tiny, I can say both of those things without any consequences. Oh, I would have sucked if somebody sponsored me early on YouTube. Jesus Christ. I've been one of those people who people would be like, you don't. Jared would say something like that. You're only here because you're friends with Markiplier or something like that. My response would be, nah, I contribute a lot on my own.
Another fun fact for him.
I'm exactly where I should be.
Of info for you worthless troll fucks. I've tried applying to several fast food places during my 3-year break from the internet and was denied by them all because of a bullshit record you all gave me.
Alright, I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's the power of change. Now, if he can get like an ankle bracelet so he actually can't leave the home, and his parents are ostracized from their church, then we have fulfilled a sort of positive bullying. Because then they're all stuck together. Then the police will be called really quick. Really quick.
Again, money that could have been used to help my family that barely gets
You'd
by.
have bought video
but couldn't
games
because
and dark
you
web
all
no-no
had to
stuff.
win a stupid piss contest because you know that's all this shit was. Keep coping and
Stupid
seething
piss
by all
contest.
means, though. I know this is
Pissing.
what you have to try
Content.
and do to sleep at night. Me good, Jared bad. Ooga booga. I just
Jared
reacted
very
out
bad,
of
but also
feelings
Jared
and
bad.
don't care about the outcome and how it affects other people. Degenerate shitbags. Oh, okay. You fucking lie. You fucking pot calling the kettle black piece of fucking inhuman shit. Let's talk about this shit, shall we? It is not our fault. You want to sit there and blame the entirety of the internet, entirety of the people who responded to.
Well, sure, but here's the thing: it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. He says you're gonna call him out for his bullshit because he's dumb enough to do his bullshit without any sort of like growth, mental growth, moral growth, whatever. But then you go out and you make them, and you're kind of outraged that he makes these assumptions. He's Jared. You're the one who needs to move on. I ain't siding with Jared, by the way. Jared, like, I literally just called him what he is. He likes little kids. Of course, he'd like anything with a pulse and a vagina. I wonder if he's had sex with a dog. He probably would. He's not near a kennel, is he? Ooh.
To you because of the fact that
He fucked that up,
2019 happened. Buddy, I hate to
My
break it
trolls
to you,
made
all
the
of the
dog
people,
bit my dick.
when those businesses that you
Bit
supposedly apply to, which I have my fucking doubts because you've always told people, including me, that, oh, if people who work on, people who have a job are just slaves to the fucking system.
Yeah, he did say that, but he also said tons of other things that have then been disproven by Jared a moment later. I think Jared is very similar to that guy who we watched, the former lawyer who was obsessed with his sister, and he would like post videos of the cooking in his trash hoarder apartment, and he just he'd try things that would be horrible. And he'd be like, "Oh no, that was terrible. That was terrible." Yeah, he knew that would be.
That's your view on people who have jobs. Quite frankly, I don't believe a goddamn word you say because everything you say is a goddamn lie. But here's the thing about fucking job
How would he even get a
applications.
job? Yeah, how would he get a job? Doesn't have any prior experience except maybe working for his dad at their greenery. It's a greenhouse. Yeah. And I think he used to teach drums, but after he got no touchy with the kid,
Nowadays,
he's also a black
they
belt.
always,
Him and that other guy from earlier went
always,
to
it
the
doesn't
same
even matter
master.
what you apply for. You could apply for the lowest of the low fast food industry or the higher ups of the fucking top notch businesses. They always do background checks. That means they're gonna look up your name. Not your fucking bullshit YouTube name, which is Jared Genesis. No. They're gonna look up your fucking birth, middle name, and last name, which is Jared Michael Acock.
I always forget that his real name's Acock. It's almost like ACAB, but that'd be too cool. All right, Jared, you keep doing the bad fight. Egghead, you keep doing the good fight, but you know, Jared's not gonna stop. He should stop doing a lot of things, but you know. I need to get more creative with my searches. Here, would you eat a mayo-filled shrimp nugget in Japan?
Would you try this Japanese mayo-filled fish nugget? Well, you're not just gonna find one on the street. You gotta go to Lawson to get one. I was perusing the aisles
He
of a
always
convenience.
just goes to Lawson, but it's Lawson and it's 7-Eleven. That's it in Japan. So I suppose he's kind of fucked in that regard.
Contemplating making a video about a bag of cabbage. A review that would shake the very concept of social media to its core. But then I took the easy way out and found some new nuggets. And here I go again falling into Japan's trap of limited edition flavors. But at least I get nuggets. So I took my Neo Nuggets back to a park bench to devour in front of a camera like my life depended on it. Because it kinda does. The first new flavor is okonomiyaki sauce. A sweet tangy sauce that can be found on top of okonomiyaki, takoyaki, portapari, new wasabi, chicken jaki. Something that will no doubt be incredible when infused in a Japan-raised chicken meat slurry. And these taste exactly how you'd think. Good, but with a slight sweetness and tang. It's not better than my favorite flavor, but it's a worthy addition to the roster. The shrimp nuggets are the star here though. Instead of
It's a
having
really
an
nice
infusion of
day
sauce in the
anyway.
meat itself, someone just took a syringe and pumped it full of mayonnaise. But it was actually pretty delicious. The shrimp flavor is definitely there, and the filler is fish cake, made up of all sorts of things that I'd probably
Wouldn't mind a packaged cabbage review from this channel, to be honest. Yeah, I'd be down for the cabbage. Two weirdos embarrassed themselves over Pokemon cards. More Pokemon card drama. Awesome.
There are some fascinating degenerates on Whatnot.
Stealing from everyone, including Charlie. And Charlie's talked about this. He said he does not mind that people take his stuff. They don't even mind when they make money off it. Because, frankly, he's won at the internet. He's doing okay. I never pretend that what I'm doing is my own stuff. I'm reacting to him. Usually reacting to something. And if he's aware that I exist, okay. But, like, he does not give a flying fuck. What he cares about, of course, is some people have been doing it already. They've been taking his image and making AI in it to sell illegal merch, claiming it's him, and promoting his, like, these crypto coin shit. And that's not cool. That's technically illegal. But no, saying that, what I try to do is I try to watch a Charlie video first, and if I like the topic, I'll then find the video in question that he was watching, so I can have my own straightforward opinion, you know?
Like, I know I've been making fun of Whatnot quite a bit for some unhinged scammers, scalpers, and just lunatics, but the two I want to show you here, I think, are the biggest weirdos so far that I've seen. The first guy is having a meltdown because the lore goes, he was telling people on his stream to buy in for the mystery set giveaway, and then he didn't actually do the giveaway. Instead, he raided to another Whatnot seller, and then people called him a scammer in the comment section, which really, it made him see red. He had steam coming out of his ears. He was so upset. Feathers ruffled, so he started another stream.
Cold cards. Suck your mum as well, you stupid little rat. I'll snap your chin in like a... I'll spin your chin like a roll on you little mug.
I'm confident there was some English buried deep into that Xanax overdose sounding mumbling that he just did. The only thing I could make...
Okay, I need to hear that again, because that was... I haven't heard English like that in a long time.
Stream. Cold cards. Suck your mum as well, you stupid little rat. I'll snap your chin in like a... I'll spin your chin like a roll on you little mug.
I'll spin your tin like a roll on your little mug. Now, I get that he's talking about hitting somebody. But that reminds me of how Candice Bebe used to make fun of working class sort of Scouser girls that he'd see on like Only Ways Essex or like Big Brother and shit. This is ancient lore. Damn. No wonder Charlie's confused. Like he's found a feral society living in a cave. That's an offshoot of a much more common form of humanity.
I'm confident there was some English buried deep into that Xanax overdose sounding mumbling that he just did. The only thing I could make out somewhat was him saying, "Suck your mom." Really going into the Call of Duty lobby levels of insult here. It's also kind of hard to understand what he's saying because he is clearly like amped up. Like you can hear his heart is pounding. He's stuttering. It sounds like he's getting a lump in his throat, like on the verge of tears. So he is struggling to find insults and he just keeps fucking face planting into some of them. He says that he's gonna spin him like a roll-em-a-mum or something. I have no fucking clue what gobbledygook he spit out at the end of that sentence there of his little rant.
With your little glasses, I'll snap them off your head.
Little glasses, smash them off your head.
Trying to put my name down like that, you little rats. I hope I get banned as well. I hope your mum get raped and all.
Can you imagine being this pathetic? Saying some shit like that while you're surrounded by Pokemon cards that you're trying to peddle to people that will overpay for it because that's your livelihood? Fucking Worm even ended stream and then still sat on the app just reading the chat, insulting him, treating him like a punching bag, asked his wife's boyfriend for permission to start another stream just so that way he could prove them all wrong.
Wife's
He's not a
boyfriend?
scammer. He said, "Why I oughta, get a load of this." And then started talking a bunch of barnacles saying that he hopes that person's mother gets raped. All because they called him a scammer. And he didn't even do a good job of defending himself as not being a scammer. All he did was have a temper tantrum. Of course, I'm not with the Better Business Bureau, so I don't know if he actually is scamming. But like every other whatnot seller, they're all just trying to have you overpay for the shit that they invested in. They're bad investments. They hope you will make them whole again with some clams on top by overpaying for these things. But in regards to this goober, I don't know if he did anything different than all the other scalpers on whatnot. All we have is that little tiddly wink of lore to try and give context to the situation, and then from his own asshole, he gives like a 10-second explanation after saying someone's mother should be raped.
I'm going. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, you're the real man today.
Owen, yeah? I'll tell you who bought in. 5 of my people and 2 other people, okay? I've messaged them other people back, and I've said, look, it says in my show notes, upon sellout only. Mr. Dipsomnia. Crayon.
Mr.
You ugly little rat.
Dipsomnia.
You ever come on my stream again? Yeah? You little whore. Think you're funny, didn't you?
Whore?
Little dog.
So he's still talking with all that peanut butter in his mouth, so it is a little hard to understand him most of the time, but what he's trying to explain is that the giveaway, the mystery set that he was going to do, he said that it would only happen if it sold out, like all of the spots sold out, then he would do it, which it didn't reach, thus he wasn't going to do it, and messaged the people individually. I guess not everyone got the message, and I guess it wasn't made clear, so people were calling him a scammer. That's his explanation. Now, to me, that sounds like some fucking horseradish if Whatnot allows that kind of giveaway. That, to me, it opens the door to some real fraudulent foolery where you could say, hey, I'm doing a Prismatic Evolutions giveaway if we sell out all of these slots. And then you put like an absurd number on there, like 200 slots that you're never going to sell out over the course of the stream. And then people will buy in hoping to get to that number, but it's probably not going to reach it. And then you can just not do the giveaway, but you get to keep the money that they spent to buy into it. Again, I don't know how it works on Whatnot, but if that is how it works, that is a problem. You could just infinitely farm that by just like trying to generate a ton of hype. Everyone buy into the giveaway right now. I'm doing a fucking Pokemon base set giveaway at 2,000 spots sold here over the next 45 minutes of the stream. Come on, buy. Maybe that's not how it works on there. Maybe calling him a scammer. There probably wouldn't be confusion there. But I'm just spitballing. I'm not entirely sure.
You fucking sket. Just because you can't sell stuff, I don't give a fuck if they're watching me. Shut up, you
Scalpers
little
are
dog.
fucking... like...
Yeah, you heard. And you gold card. Suck your mother as well. That's yours, mate.
And your gold card. You know, I remember when people used to enjoy playing these cards. I don't think playing them matters in the slightest now. I think it's just, can you buy and sell them? It seems more often than not people just want to buy and sell shit that was designed just to fucking be used as a toy. I know the Magic community can get like that. I know, I suppose baseball cards too.
He then did get banned after this kind of blew up on Whatnot, which he said he was hoping for, so his prayers were answered, wish granted from the fairy godparents of Whatnot, I guess. I have to imagine, though, he doesn't have a big smile on his face about it. Now he's sitting on a bunch of Pokemon cards that I know he doesn't want and nowhere to sell them. So, probably not super happy about it, but it's also not really surprising. This guy is fucking unhinged and weird. Even if he's not scamming, which again, I don't know if he is or not, doesn't matter. This is someone that you shouldn't do business with in the first place.
Scalper. So you guys are getting mad at me for not doing it on a fucking table. There's no difference. And FYI, for all you crybaby bitches in my fucking feed right now, 70 is not even market. So you can suck my nut and get off my feed.
Brother, you are winded, out of breath, walking around Walmart pushing a shopping cart of Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes. Ain't nobody ever sucking those nuts. You can't even see your own nuts. I can tell by the way you're huffing and puffing here. This is pitiful. This is just pitiful.
This is pitiful, but the thing is, it's just so in the weeds of just online drama. Like, Charlie's big into this sort of universe of Pokemon cards. I know it's becoming a really bad, like, the way the machines are often, like, broken into, and it's fucking insane. I'm just looking at it as the patheticness of the dude, just as it is. So I don't care about the cards themselves. Here. Move on.
Want to see something cool? This
Yes.
is a blockchain. If you've got anything from a power plant to a construction site and you need to give a bunch of different people access, just chain padlocks together. It's access control for people who can't be arsed to do better, and usually it's okay.
I don't like the way Americans are saying arsed. I thought it was just a Cobes thing. But instead, more and more of them are just saying arsed because they've heard it and they're sick of saying assed. Well, I don't care about assed. No, I don't care. I don't care because, like, I'm getting tired. I don't care that they're getting sick and tired of saying the word assed. They want to start saying the word arsed. It just doesn't sound right because you're American. Same if you're Canadian. I know you're closer tied to UK and all that, but I don't know. Arsed. The R word. It was bollocks. What you guys say is just wrong. Bollocks.
Okay enough. But this one bothers me. What pig fucking cousin sucking deep fried double wide inbred corn fed communist fuckknuckle thought it was a good idea to put a middle schooler's gym lock on my motherfucking power plant?
There! That's some American swearing. It's powerful. It's dark. It's surprisingly creative. That's how you fucking do it. And again, someone's going to tell me that this guy's a Canadian or something. It's North American, and I approve. Swear to your strengths, not your weakness. We wouldn't swear like that. We'd have a different approach. I'm not sure how we'd go about it, but I'm running so low on energy at this point.
This isn't outdoor rated. Do you know this can be manipulated in moments by someone smart enough to watch a 10-minute YouTube video? It can be shimmed with a piece of junk from the parking lot. I don't know who I need to yell at about this, but I'll bet if I just put it in my pocket, the phone call I get in a couple days will tell me exactly whose rectum to wreck with it, and that's pretty cool. Want to see something cool? This is...
Yeah. I mean, I feel sorry if the guy whose job it was to lock up the place was not given any form of lock. Like, there's an advanced lock, except it cost a fortune, so, I don't know, I got these from like, underneath my stairs. You can have them. Some of them are a bit rusty. I'm sure this wad of keys contains them.
Fire rescue, what's going on? Hey, could you help me get my friend out of the trunk, please? Sure, but how did he get in there? You know, I thought it'd be funny to shove him in there and shut the trunk until I realized that the keys were in his pockets.
I'm gonna kill you!
Okay, so why don't you just use the key fob to pop it open?
Because it's dead, because someone didn't replace the battery like I asked them to!
You know what? Maybe we should just leave him in there a little bit longer until he can cool down.
What?
Or he could just use the release latch that's in the trunk.
Womp womp womp.
I'm sorry? Nope.
Fleeing
Well,
freckled assault.
At least he's out.
Yeah, your job's done. Also, Florida man, makes sense. American food is awful. Mixed. Some of it's pretty good.
Americans definitely put something dodgy in their food, because I've been craving their bland, tasteless, health hazard nightmare they call a cuisine for weeks now. So I am forced to resort to do the closest thing that resembles American dining in my rainy home country, and that is to visit my nearest Costco to sample their food court and finally become a Costco guy. I'm not going to order everything.
Wait. Was that gold in that much of a bottle? No. AU, it is. Oh, which is it? It's the berry. Oh, that shit is fucking glorious. He's gonna get destroyed. You can get the little cans out here. I didn't know you could get the full bottles. Oh, that is a headache. That is some heartburn. That is some vomiting. That is all the things I mentioned earlier about like calling up your ex at 2 in the morning. That's taking an electric scooter and going down the fire escape at the back of your building. That is an amazing night and an awful night at the same time.
I'm not going to order everything, but I will go and try 4 of the most iconic food items available. The pizza slice, the chicken bake, the double chunk chocolate cookie, and the famous hot dog. $1.50 is an insane price for anything in this economy, so I will give America a point for that. But after trying each and every item I purchased, the famed hot dog only came in second to the pizza slice, and the chicken bake was as bland as an American football chant. But at least I finally got to scratch my itch for shit food.
It's weird. Past few weeks, I've been eating up at Honestly, and it's been some really high quality. Well, it's been better quality than the average like fast food place. But across the way is McDonald's, and this Wednesday, when we get up there for lunch, and before we do our shop, I might want to go to McDonald's instead of Honestly. I don't know why, but I kind of want a cheeseburger. The crappiest, basic cheeseburger. And I know what will happen. I'll go in there and I'll ask for a cheeseburger. And then something will go wrong. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry about this. Something's wrong with the conveyor belt or whatever. The tube is stuck. It needs to be re-moistened with the pink ooze. Yeah, that's what we're going to shovel into our mouth. But, beard versus food. Beard meets food. God, it's been that long, is it? Yeah, I wanted to... We haven't watched this guy in a while. Best steak challenge I've ever attempted. You want to get 10 minutes to finish this Las Vegas mega slate? Burger challenge is pretty big. Every challenge the beard meets food couldn't beat. One man versus 50 burgers. The King Kong challenge in Rhode Island. Oh, we've been out of the loop for a while. Well, now we have to decide. There's so much going on here. The spicy steel curtain challenge. Is that what you call opening up some steel curtains? Is that what you do when you're going down on a girl past 50? Dallas for the wackiest challenges in the wild. Poutine challenge. Let's be real here. I'm saving this.
This is like being
tomorrow. Oklahoma. Did he go to Omaha? Oh, was that AI? That's AI. Fuck off. Belgium. It's tough. 4 foot long hot dog. There's too much to go. Let's just pick. I've seen enough 50 burger deals over the time, so you know what? The steak intrigues me.
Alright, Durango Steakhouse. Durango Unchained. Duran. Go. Fortunately, as always, I am hungry like the wolf. Yeah. Sue me. I'm nearly 40. It's been a while.
You're doing the Lord's work. You're enjoying yourself too, except for the shit you must take. I wonder if you'll ever have a compilation of he's just sitting in front of a therapist as he describes all the times after these food challenges where he had to go to the toilet, or worse, didn't have to go to the toilet.
Well, since I did a steak challenge, looking forward to it. I feel like a toddler getting out of this thing.
What can I do for you today?
How's it going, boss?
Good.
I came to do that thing.
Yeah? Right now, there's nothing going on.
All right, cool. Well,
But
wherever.
I had a gentleman come in here and do the same thing before, and
Yeah?
he wanted to be in the back by himself.
Oh, no, I don't mind.
He puts a little timer thing up and
Oh, yeah?
all this, yeah. So.
He sounds like a professional.
Well, you look like one.
No, I do. I only look like one. Believe me.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
I'm sorry. You're gonna see me being like a pig, probably.
Dude, we love it.
You love it?
Yeah, we want some fun in here. It's kind of boring in here right now.
It's true. They especially women love to watch a man gorge. It's odd. I'm sure I'm sure like Freud would take a long puff out of cigar and flip out his little notebook. Yeah, we could start with that. Yeah. Back to those silver curtain things, though. We need to know a little bit about those. What were you implying with that?
Right. Well, I will
You
try my
just
best to be fun.
Change the whole atmosphere.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Especially when he parks.
If you beat the challenge, you go up on the wall.
Yeah.
You also get one of our mugs over
Nice.
here, the Durango's mug.
Cool.
So it's and you're bragging
Good
rights.
t-shirt? Yeah.
The mugs you can come back on Wednesdays and do 99-cent beers.
Ah,
and there's,
yeah.
particular beers that we have that we.
I read that.
Wow, okay. I would want to give that a go if that was the case. Because I've been to a place in Cleveland that was still serving like $1.50 beers. Now, before anyone loses their fucking mind, it was Pabst. But it was all week long. Wasn't any particular time. You open your door, you walk in, $1.50 for a Pabst and keep it coming. As they'd run out, another $1.50, another $1.50, another $1.50. There are 20 of them down the line, and maybe you're drunk enough to feel like it was justifiable.
That so you get the kind of magical enchanted mug, and that entitles you to 99-cent beers.
On Wednesdays, yep.
All right, nice.
Can't beat it.
That's cool.
In fact, let's go take a look at the
Wall
wall.
of Fame. I'd do that.
One thing for sure, there's a wall of fame out there. My name is not on it. It needs to be rectified.
True.
Oh man, that's a pretty big deal. Some of these guys have nicknames. Bill the Gator Howe. Sounds like a wrestler. I've got like
Today
a.
you can get me too.
2017
You'll
was a
bring me
busy
back
year for
to
this
England
place.
with you.
I'm gonna take you back to England, then.
Yes.
That's the prize.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, it's the.
She seemed so indifferent talking about being absconded. Okay, sure. No, I'm serious. My life here is just a fucking... It's a fucking horror story of Apathy. I like saying that when I'm in all my Swedish abstract movie, my surrealist mode.
Size of it compared to the other regular steaks. It looks giant. So I got it medium rare, which if I'm eating steak normally for enjoyment, I would usually do. If I'm doing a steak challenge, I tend to get it well done, which enrages people. But
No, it makes
it just
a lot
kind
of
of makes it a little less chewy or a little less kind of sinewy. Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, you can chew it better. I can't do that anymore. I got a steak a while back, and with this tooth gone, it's just, it's... No.
All right.
God.
It does look amazing. Oh, yeah. If nothing else, it is a delicious looking meal.
It is.
Pretty healthy, this. Should we be civilized for once? No, I'm joking. All right, we're at a place called Durango Steakhouse today, which is in Titusville. It's a big steak with a couple of sides, some bread, got some sauce, got some healthy broccoli in there. There's no time limit, but you have to finish it in one sitting, right?
Yes, one sitting.
There's a lot of people on the wall, right?
Hold on, does that mean you can't get up and take a piss? Also, no time limit does seem like you could just make your day like this. I think I could do that. The food would get a little cold, but I could do it. Might not have the best time, but what I'd do is I get all the sides out of the way first as I'm eating, right? Then I take the steak and divide it up into little cubes. And then out of course of many hours, I'll just like skewer a piece and go. Just repeat the process a couple of dozen times. Is it against the spirit of the challenge? Yes. You want to change that dynamic? Put a timer on it.
Right, watch behind you. Somebody's coming through. Sorry, man. I'll let you get back to your
job.
duties. Thank you. We'll start with the veggies, I reckon. The boring stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of broccoli.
I'm not.
BS. Nobody likes broccoli. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the episode. Today we're at Durango Steakhouse having a stab at their Oak Fire Grill Challenge, which consists of a 40-ounce steak, 2 sides of your choice, and some bread.
The bread is really nice looking.
Veggies done. Let's get started with the steak.
Ooh, now it is well done, but that is a decent piece of meat because the way it just kind of came apart. If it was well done, in fact, it might not have even come apart as quick as that. By the way, I don't know why my nose is itching so much. Oh.
Cool. Romy. How's it going? Come on. Not sure talking to it's gonna help. Quick shout out, by the way, to my server for the day here, Scott Ian from Anthrax. Lovely fella. The char on it is perfect.
I was gonna say serve jar.
The cook is almost spot on too. I said it's more medium than medium rare, but I'll take it. There or thereabouts.
Everyone has a different idea of what a medium or medium rare is.
Just gotta finish this thing in one sitting to get your name on the Wall of Fame.
Don't get too picky about it. Always make it yourself.
Starting to see why they don't give this away for free. This is a velvety cut of steak. This is very close to probably being in my top 5 steaks of all time thus far.
You can see it is.
How am I doing?
Doing really well.
Yeah?
You must have been hungry.
The steak is the way it's coming apart. That's really nice.
All right. Easy with the boisterous laugh, matey. This is YouTube, not Broadway. We're almost done with the steak now, you know. Made myself laugh. Pull yourself together, man.
Why did you write that?
Pretty impressive.
It's
I'm gonna say, I think this is the best steak challenge I've ever done. It's very, very close. You barely need to chew it. It's so easy to cut through. All the things that normally make steak challenges hard, this is not. I'm gonna do that thing now that makes steak aficionados really mad. I'm gonna use some sauce. The sauces are not mandatory, but They bring you a
they're not
selection.
even mandatory?
I think that's the Chipotle. Little barbecue sauce.
His beard isn't getting too messy in this one.
Yeah, this kind of thing is blasphemy to steak enthusiasts across the globe.
Good.
I look forward to reading the Reddit thread. Barbecue sauce was good though, more to my liking than the Chipotle.
I like Chipotle.
Hi.
I had a burrito with a Chipotle sauce 2 days ago.
Definitely the fastest time I've ever seen.
Nice.
I'm not sure if that's something to be proud of, really.
It's your job.
Yeah, I think this lady was a little shy, but she seemed to be enjoying the show. Not sure where that other woman has gone. Presumably somewhere far removed from direct line of sight. And who could blame her? Alright, potato is done. It's like a mini loaf. Ooh, I think this is like a maple style butter.
Ooh.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, the steak was good. Exceptional, in fact. But this maple-infused butter combined with the little marble loaf thingy was pretty dandy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'll catch you in the next one.
How much longer is this video for? Jesus.
That's too much butter. Too much.
We're just showing off at this point.
Goodness me, this stuff is yummy. All right, it's Big Meats Food, and that was Durango Steak Challenge.
They sell that.
That was the best one-man round of applause I've ever heard.
I've been practicing.
Oh my god, that was flipping yummy. Do you have a dessert menu?
I do. It's right behind that small tent.
Can I try the key lime cheesecake?
Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? Being in Florida, that's I should have mentioned it. Thank you. Have it going. I have it right up with you.
No worries, thanks, man. I didn't actually ask how much the steak was. That could be like a $400 steak for all I know.
And again,
I did.
that's
You
a
missed the
pretty
show.
good
You missed the
deal.
main event.
I think it's meant to be a little bit doable. So you take your beer and then you go and you have your 99-cent beer in the mug on Wednesday, and that's a guaranteed return customer. Because how long are you going to have just that beer forever until you're called to start having other things, you know? So there's a rhythm to it I appreciate.
Thank you very much, buddy.
You're very welcome.
That looks nice.
Appreciate it. I did think it might be a little bit more substantial. This is like a mini dessert. It's a small shortcoming, I would say. Because that steak was, I don't know if I mentioned it, spectacular. I've got no depth perception. Come on.
I guess it was his sister, his girlfriend. I guess she didn't come with him.
Ooh, it's creamy. Does taste pretty good. 3 mouthfuls and it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually only $75, which is very reasonable. So on the
For a huge steak, with your 2 choices of sides, and a dessert. So I imagine dessert was like $60, about 50 something euro. Yeah, it's not bad. Of course, all he had was water.
The plaque, I put like a name and then where I'm from.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you want to, if you want to use your handle.
Yeah.
Or you can do anything you like.
Ah, perfect. I'll do that. The special mug. Amazing. Thank you
And 99-cent free beer on Wednesday. Well, not free, but
very much, buddy.
You're very
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming in. I'm glad you enjoyed everything. And I gotta tell you,
it was so good, man.
that was definitely the fastest I've ever seen the challenge. It was a blink in the eye.
It's your own fault. It's too good. The food is too good.
Well, I appreciate it.
Almost forgot the mug. Not having that. Although.
the hell was that?
I'm certain to never come back here and drink 99-cent beers. But I like the idea.
You know what? You know what he needs to do? He needs to befriend somebody in the area before he moves on to his next adventure and be like, "Hey, listen, mate, do you drink beer? You know somebody who drinks beer? Here you go. They'll give you $1 beer. Oh, it's Coors. I need to see the guy just fling the glass out the window.
that I could do that, should the impulse strike me. Right, let's get out of here.
I know a few people who like Coors.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I would take you back to England with me. It's terrible.
Okay. Stop with the weird flirting. Stop. Kitty. Oh my god. Oh jeez, I'm not watching that. No, thank you. Deputy overdoses in bathroom after smoking seized drugs. Well, you know what, Deputy? You know what? You only got yourself to blame. And is that your dick out? Hey. Alright, two things. Number one, fat cat. Number two, Little Chef. Oh, Little Chef. I used to be fascinated with this restaurant as a kid. It's like it's no longer exists. But there used to be one up at the roundabout where the edge of my town, leading into the main road going up north to the airport and to the airport. And there was a little chef there, and behind it was these airport hotels. Basically, if you didn't want to spend the night in any of the hotels in the airport proper, you would go to the hotel out of the village, out towards like Malahide or maybe some B&Bs, and the Little Chef one. And I don't know why, but that always just stuck in my brain. The big red brick buildings, yeah.
Making dishes from dead restaurants and
it wasn't
rating them
good
out of
food.
10.
Wasn't
And
good food at
today,
all.
it's Little Chef and their iconic Olympic
Big
breakfast.
breakfast.
Little Chef was a roadside chain inspired by American diners that dominated the United Kingdom between 1958 and 2018. And I personally remember it so fondly that I've even spent my adult money on memorabilia. The chain had over 400 restaurants during its peak in the 90s, and going on a long 8-hour car journey to a family holiday was made a cherished memory upon seeing this cheeky little chef boy get closer as the car pulled into the car park. And if I think about it, I think that was the last time I remember feeling true joy. Among its extensive diner menu was the signature Olympic breakfast. Introduced in 1994, it's essentially a massive full English, but with little sautéed potato discs. In 2015, this would have cost you £7.99, which is a bloody bargain.
Was then, is now, Jesus.
I'm making.
Big shout out to the one up by Swords with the hotel in the back. The road to Dublin Airport. Woo. God damn. Yeah, I haven't thought of a little chef in years. It didn't have a great reputation. That one up by Swords. It did not have a good reputation. Oh, look how chunky you are. Oh no, you're too fat. Oh no. Fat cats always conflict me. One hand, ah, the other hand, oh shit, this is animal abuse. On the other hand, you try to diet a cat.
Okay. Hello? Hi. Hello. Oh, you look so sad.
Bigger than a 5-year-old.
You look really sad.
Huge.
Okay. I need to get you out of here. You gonna be nice to me?
No.
Please be nice.
Eric Cartman the cat is not nice to you.
Hey. Are you okay? Poor kitty cat.
He doesn't just hate Mondays, he hates every day.
Oh boy.
Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ, that's a fat cat.
Hi.
Oh no! Loaf of bread is angry. Loaf of bread is angry because they swallowed a loaf of bread like a cartoon. Like this, and then they're bread shaped.
Well, you were so quiet in your carrier. Okay, so today we are grooming Cookie. Cookie is a 10-year-old domestic short hair, and she recently lost both of her owners. Unfortunately, both of them passed away. So she is looking for a new home once she's been medically cleared. She is currently staying with Big House Sanctuary.
Need a big house? Yeah, couldn't have been an easy time for Cookie. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. See what the most we played is all about.
Vlog type channel with longer videos. So if you guys possibly, maybe not.
Oh, that's the not bitey helmet thing. You know, she's not happy, but she's also like not attacking the woman straight away. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Fat kid.
Let's move you over to the tub. This should be interesting.
She is a little happy. Clearly, Cookie's a little happy that, you know, the poop ball is gone from her backside.
Don't put your head in there, though.
Oh, no. Oh, what's Cookie gonna look like on the left? Oh, I'm sorry.
The water is very, very dirty, Miss Ma'am. Very, very dirty.
Ew.
Go. Good girl. I know.
I've known a few people who've had this job.
Well, if you were having mobility issues, it might have just been because you were scared. Because you appear to be walking totally normal. And you are strong. It's okay. It's okay.
Maybe Cookie's
I'm helping you. Okay, so I was going to put her in the Easy Bake Oven to dry.
You're gonna put Cookie in the Easy Bake Oven, were you?
But I have some concerns because if she decides that she doesn't want me to take her out of it, I won't be able to get her out of it. Bath, ma'am. I know you didn't like it, but... Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know. You have some matting, ma'am. It's okay.
Big fluffy cats, like they're not easy to take care of. I think that's why, as weird as they fucking look, I do think the ones that are just completely like bald, completely naked, they're probably so much easier to take care of. There's no hairballs, there's no shedding. They get clumps of fur in their ass.
You like my mic?
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna try to give you a treat again, but...
Yeah.
Wanna go in your house? I gotta put you in your house.
Go on.
Go in. I don't think I'd be able to catch you, really. Come on. Go in your house. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that was convenient. If you liked this video, you can support the channel.
Aww.
And more complimentary grooms just like
Cookie. Girl with the dogs too. I won't make the obvious joke because she's doing very good work. Hope Cookie's doing okay too. Speaking of, she had a dog in her inventory. YouTube. The Fredo? Nope.
Touch me again and you're going to find out exactly who I am. Hi, I'm Kendall Paul, CEO of the Vanderburg Humane Society. If you are looking to adopt a new friend, touch me again and you're going to find out exactly who I am. Hi, I'm Kendall Paul, CEO of the Vanderburg.
Okay. That's a weird ad for adopting a puppy. I mean, she's technically not wrong, but yeah, where did that dog come from? Does she have it in, like, her coat? Like, in her bra? Is that the fucking puppy ready to go? Or is there a guy, like, behind her that's, like, super scrawny and short? Like a kid holding a puppy until the exact moment.
Find out exactly who I am.
Touch?
Hi.
There. Where came? Where came, puppy? Puppy, appear. I want that power. That would be a great... I would do so much good in this world if I had that power. If I could just summon puppies out of the ether. Puppy power.
Now this right here makes complete and total sense. Our ancient ancestors had access to sophisticated laser technology that
makes complete and total sense. I want you to look me dead in my motherfucking eyes and try and tell me with a straight face that that makes complete and total sense.
How is it possible to look at these beautiful designs and believe the official narrative that these were simply carved with a copper chisel and a hammer?
So let me get this.
He has in his mind the understanding of lasers, but not of man with sharp piece of metal going clunk, clunk, clunk. How did he think the alien overlords reached that level? Has he never played a game with a research tree? You start with loom and you end with ballistics and gunpowder. You grow, you evolve. Pepperoni pizza.
Fucking straight. You got a hard time believing in hammers and chisels, but lasers make complete and total sense. I don't know where you work, son, but I can tell you they ain't running enough drug tests. Talk like what you're trying to do is have a reverence and appreciation for these sites. But do you not see how insulting this is? Claiming that this couldn't have been done by artists and that it had to have been...
Oh, it couldn't be done by primitive, not white artists. Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep going down that rabbit hole, there's probably some race shit here. Usually a lot of those Atlantis people don't believe that, like, if white people didn't help them, then it couldn't have happened. I remember I was watching one about the history of a Mayan expedition. And he, it was like their 5-year anniversary, and he was answering questions while showing off the artifacts of what, like, they found in places like the Yucatan. Anyway, I don't know any of the particular ones. No, that's the Incan. Anyway, someone asked, what do you say about the correlation of ancient Mesoamerican art with the same art you find in Viking stuff? Because as we know, they got to North America. So could it be possible that they went down and enlightened the primitive peoples there? And the guy is just there like, no. Next question. Like, it's just, he would, like, this person paid money and, like, had to schedule a sit down for this months in advance, and he asks some sort of, did Aryan Atlanteans uplift the primitive peoples? And if this guy complains about it, that I'm taking him, like, out of context, no, I don't believe, no, it has nothing to do with race, it has to do with aliens. It's all bullshit. all bullshit.
Been done by lasers. I know it's a hard pill to swallow that these ancient people with simple hammers and chisels are more talented than you'll ever be, but you better start believing it. Now,
yeah. It's the same logic also with the people who think AI will make regular artists redundant. You still need to steal from regular artists to make your AI prompts. So, yeah. I could imagine, like, AI becoming a form of, like, poverty. Where people will make the crappiest AI art because they can't afford to commission artists who have to raise their prices so high they become, like, solely existing among the elite. Okay, it's gonna be crappy music. Huh. Okay. What? What? I thought one leg was, like, just exposed. This, of course, is in Londinium. In Trafalgar Square. Haven't been there in years. I got a jean jacket from a shop around here. That was the smallest thing I ever could wear. Felt very cool about myself that it buttoned up. Didn't look the best when it buttoned up, but it could, and had I kept going, it would be huge on me now. Let's see. It's after midnight, my end. Doing this for about 2.5 hours. The true power of fame has been realized.
You know, I'm just
Brother.
realizing that I got like millions of followers, bro. And although I've used that audience to do good things, you know, we do a lot of charity work, me and my YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? We do things that help the people. But you know who I've never used that following to help? Me. I got some things that I need, but first of all, I need somebody out there that can make me a custom sword, bro. But like not no replica sword or nothing like that. Like I want an actual sword that's just like made for me, just in case I gotta smite down some enemies. So if you know somebody that's capable of doing that, can you please send them my way, bro? I'll pay you whatever you want. I just need the sword to be crispy and clean, and I'm going to show all y'all what it look like. The other thing that I want, I always wanted a cowboy hat, but I don't want no regular cowboy hat. I want a black cowboy hat with like a skull on the top of it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like a Baron Samedi type look, but not the super long top hat, though. Like, kind of, you know what I mean? Like Red Dead Redemption type hat, but like, for my aesthetic, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be tough, bro. Like a chain, like some Joker thing. I don't know, bro. But I want a custom hat.
He's popular enough that through the grapevine, someone with that sort of talent will reach out to him and be like, "Yeah, man, do you have any like concept art you could show me? Something you want to talk about? We talk about prices in a bit. I need to know like what sort of material you want me to use. And as for the blacksmith, you're spoiled for choice. Jesus, the amount of blacksmith people online who'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I want to try this." Or that, or this, or that. Officer tries Batman gadget, instantly regrets it. Okay. It's the same one we watched earlier. Hey! This video is about bacon.
Let's make some homemade fucking bacon. Get a bowl. All of this is based on how many pounds of pork belly you have. Latino sugar, tablespoon per pound. Fresh ground black pepper, teaspoon per pound. Maple syrup, tablespoon.
He's one of the few people who can really pull off that beard without the mustache motif. Motif. God, I'm ready for bed. I'm gonna throw out this coffee when it's finished. It tastes fine. I just don't want any more of it. But yeah, like the way his beard is, it's very hillbilly. But yeah, I think it works.
spoon per pound. Pink curing salts, a teaspoon per 5 pounds. Then you get your fucking dry rub and fuck it up with the rub per pound. You're gonna mix all this together, it's gonna form a paste. This next part, I'm wearing gloves. If not using gloves makes your tiny feel bigger, then by all means go for it. I don't give a f. You're gonna take a good amount of that and then smear it around. Get them in vacuum seal bags, seal it, and then put them in the fridge for 7 to 10 days. Also, every day you're gonna take them out, give it a little massage, flip it over, and put it back in. 10 days later, wash all the shit off and pat them dry. Get your fucking dry rub, fuck them up with the rub. Smoking boy to 225. Get them the fuck on there till they're 152 degrees. All right.
I haven't watched this guy in a long while. Glad to see he has the energy. I don't. I don't. Especially because my arse is killing me. I'm actually gonna alright, well.
It's now 2 fucking days later. I got them off the smoker, I cooled them to room temperature, I wrapped them in plastic wrap and put them in the fucking fridge. There you go, now you're all caught up. Here we go. She's smelling good. Time to bring out my commercial deli slicer. Here we go. Store-bought thick cut bacon is 3 millimeters in thickness, so I'm doing 5. Look
Let
at
the
that,
person
son.
right there to
Look
stop caring
at
about
it.
his
It's
screaming.
Easy as pie. So friggin' sharp. It just shoots it out. Now it's all dirty. Thankfully, this comes off and this comes off. That way you can clean it easier. And then when you crisp it up, look at that, dude. This is so fire. Okay, come on. Let's make some homemade fucking bacon.
Hey, more bacon power to you, you know? And more bike power to us as we wrap tonight's stream up. Where we began, we shall end. Once again, the music we are listening to right now is The Starships Never Pass By Here Anymore by Spiritual Brother Sci-Fi. This episode of Bearded Ramblings, this episode of Low Energy Videos is so all over the place. But the huge list of things I had is now a good chunk smaller. I can even get rid of this. I've been having a bit of bad luck lately with BR. Guests not showing up, or days different. And so there's a backlog. But it is nice just to sit down and remind myself I can stream at any time and do anything I want. And so long as people have been enjoying it, that's all that matters. That, and I suppose I don't get a copyright strike. I actually don't mind if I get a copyright strike. I don't want to get another flag. I finished the coffee after all. Got a bunch of really nice coffee. Well, it's better than the crap I normally drink. More finer. For me, I'm gonna hop into bed and play some Dragonborn Gallery in Skyrim. Maybe have an audiobook play. And I think I'll just raw resource mine for a bit. When I start drifting off to sleep, that's what I'll do. Now it's Sunday today, and we've got some Mickey Richards for Bearded Ramblings. We'll probably look at some more stuff out of Iran. Probably look for more stuff out of the list here. Maybe some trailers. We didn't get around to a really good trailer that filled me with joy that we need to look at. Yeah. One of these days, I'd like, while streaming, be at like the ground zero of some major... Nothing serious. I've done that before. Hell, we did that with Jan 6. Coup halfway through. That tag got me into so much trouble. Until they looked over and were like, technically he wasn't wrong. Yeah, it's something a bit more, you know, nicer. And by nicer, something bad could happen. Asmongold could get, like, raided for a meth lab. Cobes could... Cobes could have only Use Me Blade on. And they both just go on the RV together. Not that they have the RV anymore. I think the OG RV is like sitting on cinder blocks somewhere, being used as sort of a temp house. I think over the next couple of weeks, I should do up a list. I think I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do up a list of things I need to buy that are within my wheelhouse. Now, we're probably due bills any day soon. And like I said, I might be hanging out with a friend in a couple of weeks. But these are things that are manageable. Be getting a new set of headphones pretty soon. New game that I promised pretty soon. Should be getting my Dashiki shirt pretty soon. Looking forward to that. Honestly, on top of that, it won't be stuff based around streaming. I mean, there'll be a few things. I do need to get an upgraded graphics card. That won't be cheap. New processor, that won't be cheap. Also want to get a bunch of DLC. But when this is finished, I'm going to install, reinstall Resident Evil. We're playing that over the next couple of days. And on Wednesday we have Chesh with Crisis Core. We really got to dig in deep for that. Make some genuine progress. Although she's only ever got 2 hours. We also need to get our hands on well, I do. I gotta get myself something for my fucking lumbar support. My bottom. All the weight loss in the world and all the exercise doesn't stop my back from hurting on this chair eventually. And it happens to every chair. This chair's fine. It's just my back isn't. Sciatica and having a hammer ass will do that to you. So I'll need to get myself like a really nice pillow at some point. Like I said, maybe I have to reach out to Chesh for that. Get the name of it. Lumex. I think it was called. BR. And, and a new timetable. We got a very old name coming back, and we got a very new name coming up next month for guests. Maybe a laugh. Oh, but I'll tell you what. Boy, I tell you what. I'm gonna call it here. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much for the likes, and hopefully this will be getting some positive feedback in the weeks and months ahead. But I am out of here. And obviously this is Atmosfar for all your chillaxing needs. Great thing to watch if you're stimming, apparently. I don't operate like that when I'm stimming. I follow a different, shittier path. But anyway. Well, have yourselves a fantastic evening. See you hopefully tomorrow for BR.